Hello everyone, this is Jim Okerzinski with your weekly lecture video. So today I'm going to begin in the week 8 module. One thing I want to emphasize here, since we're working on the note taker's triad, paraphrasing, summarizing, and quoting, is to demonstrate how this particular textbook content will help us in our research and writing for the course. First thing I want to start with is the library research page. Here are some really interesting sources. Let me click on this one real quick from the Moraine Valley Library. There we go.
When choosing sources for academic writing.
Okay, there's another one all about library research resources.
In this video, I'll be briefly highlighting some of the useful library resources for COM assignments.
Okay.
I will cover
specifically for COM assignments, and then we have one more here, which is how to go about.
In this video, I'll go over some advanced searching tips.
Search.
I'm going to use Academic Search Complete to demonstrate the tips. The tips will work in most databases.
So that's an important one, since you must use Academic Search Complete. Here is the Academic Search Complete link in the All Databases page at the library site. The Academic Search Complete is the database that one of your sources or two of your sources have to come from. If we go to, we'll get to the annotated bibliography assignment in a minute. All right, so that link is right there. Also a link to CQ Researcher and the major dailies. You may want to do some research in there and not rely solely on Google or some of the other search engines there. Remember now, if you're out on the internet and you find an article that looks like scholarly in nature and you run into one that has a paywall, they want you to pay for the article, you don't have to do that. You get the information from that article and you come to the database or the library and you turn around and try to access that source through the library where they'll have it for free. One thing you can do, you can always email a librarian, right? Let's get to the library main page. Ask a librarian. And here, if you're close to campus, you might even want to make your way in to the library and have one of the librarians work with you about sources for your particular topic. Now, in continuing on with let me get back to the module. All right, and continuing on with the annotated bibliography. So what I'm asking you to do is to find the sources, the 4 categories. You need 1 or 2 from the Academic Search Complete. I need to see that citation and know where that source came from. And also with the internet sources and the multimedia sources. But in the annotation, I am asking you to summarize. And summarizing is really important. So I think in looking at the textbook content and how it is to write, how important it is to write summary, go back to the summarizing article that we used to help us in the very beginning of the semester to write about AI. You should have an understanding about how to look at summary and how important summary is. Paraphrasing is just a shortened form of summarizing in your own words. I think that's really important. So this is how this particular chapter in this section in the textbook really comes together to help you prepare to write about your particular source material in the annotated bibliography. So I want to make sure everyone is aware. One item you might want to take a note of is the MLA resources and how we use citations and how we cite in text. Principle number 1 is important. Where you use a source, you must introduce your source to the audience. We need to know who the speaker is, both starting and ending points. If you look through the examples here, it's pretty clear that if you're paraphrasing or quoting, you have to be able to mark the beginning and ending points, and you have to introduce who the speaker is, all right? The most important thing as we get into the research essay will be the cross-reference. How do you reference in-text citation along with a works cited page? So this is a page you will see often in the modules. I want to emphasize how we work with source material as we get into the final stages of preparing the annotated bibliography. And my hope is that everyone should be making their way through this document, collecting their sources and writing annotations. If you work on one every couple of days, I believe you can accomplish what's needed here for this particular assignment. The annotated bibliography instructional video is helpful in laying out the expectations and how to go about this particular assignment. And also you have, once again, the example here. So the textbook content really helps you build in and understand how important it is to not only acquire the source material, but how to work with that source material also. All right, I think that's about it for the lecture video and trying to tie all of this together in the library search and the sources and writing those annotations with the chapter content. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email. Good luck.